Welcome to The Peak, where becoming your best self is our goal. I'm Ashley Russo, and on this week's episode, how a nonprofit is connecting the community with law enforcement in a unique way. Beautiful outdoor artwork around the valley, and a special new project from St. Luke's. All that and more coming up on The Peak. The Bethlehem Mounted Police Unit is committed to providing outreach, mobility, and visibility, as well as education to the community during events in the city. Plus, everyone loves the quintessential clip-clop of horses walking down the street. Let's learn more about the Mounted Unit and the nonprofit that makes it possible.
We have a lot of pride in saying that we've been on the horses in pretty much every corner of the city, every neighborhood, every district.
The mission of the Friends of the Bethlehem Mounted Police is to acquire, train, and provide these horses to the City of Bethlehem Police Department's mounted unit for their use in law enforcement and community engagement.
When I first joined as a police officer in 2010, I never thought I would eventually become a mounted police officer. But after seeing how much of an impact they made in the community, the mounted unit actually started at around the same time I was hired. So I kind of got to see the impact and how much they had grown.
Some of the training that the horses go through, a lot of the stuff, since we work in the city, is a lot of sensory training. We try to put the horses through getting used to loud noise, such as sirens from the police cars, obviously, horns blaring, people yelling. If anything were to happen in cases that a crowd would gather, then the horses are trained to work with each other in a way that they can still do their duties and not be spooked or anything like that.
The horses provide an amazing, gentle, and imposing presence in the community.
As a field rider, I'm still on patrol. During events such as Music Fest, Celtic Fest, or any other event that we have in the city, it's a great time to have all officers and all mounts that we have out on the road. It's always a great thing to see, the wave of kids come over to the horses. You can actually show to the people that we're out here and we care about them and we try to do everything we can for them.
This whole project is funded through the community. If it weren't for our community support, we would not be here. We are a 100% volunteer organization. There are no salaries here. So every dime that we earn, every dime that is donated goes right back to meet the needs of the horses.
We're afforded a great opportunity to really work with all different horses and learn the ins and outs of each one and how they differ and try and get that training focused so that any officer can ride any horse at one time.
Being able to work with the horses in a way that you can enforce the law, but at the same time, obviously have a good relationship with the community and help anyone out that you can. It's always a good way to kind of connect with people on the other way.
Our organization is honored to be able to support our city and our police department in this manner.
The next time you see the Mounted Patrol at an event or downtown, be sure to say hi and snap a pic. Lehigh Valley is full of talented artists, and their work can be found out in the open. Let's check in with Holly as she explores some of the must-see murals in our area.
Those often dreary skies are no match for the colorful displays of artwork that paint a picture of this region. Discover murals in Lehigh Valley. Welcome to downtown Allentown. What better way to showcase all Allentown has to offer than in this mural on 8th Street? With the goal of reaching people who may not be exposed to the arts, this Welcome to Downtown Allentown mural invites visitors to immerse themselves in it. A quick walk to the Arts Walk is where you'll find more beautiful murals, which bring more meaning to Allentown's arts community. Bask in the beauty of this work, called Soar, while you have lunch on the Arts Walk. Stroll just a little further and find the Plaza for the Spirit of the Arts at the Arts Walk Pocket Park. Perfect for a photo opportunity, so snap away. Every color in the rainbow is used to depict these murals, and in such astonishing detail. We love to just take the time to appreciate the dedication it takes to make them come alive. With a focus on mental health recovery, this mural entitled Calma adorns a brick facade on East 4th Street. The 43-foot wide by 35-foot tall painting was completed as part of ArtsQuest's 2019 Southside Arts and Music Festival and uses cool, calming colors to promote peace and serenity. Bethlehem Southside also pays homage to its steelworking past with this mural entitled Steelworker, designed to highlight the past and the future. Walk across the street and find finely detailed mosaics on the side of the banana factory. These were created in 1997 as part of the factory's grand opening. The project paired area kids 15 to 18 with local artists to create the piece. Peace, unity, and mental health are so important to this community. But at the end of the day, in Lehigh Valley, we'll be all right. That's the motto and the motivation behind one of Easton's newest murals. Spend some time at the Easton Public Market before taking a walk out back to appreciate this. It's the 8th mural as part of the Easton Murals project and was spawned during the pandemic when we all needed to be reminded of something positive. Across the street, high up on the side of a barber shop, is a masterpiece all its own. The artist calls this Ancestral Roots. It was intended to honor the barbershop below and depicts a man with a clean cut and features indigenous patterns all around him. Perhaps one of the oldest and most popular pieces of public art in Easton is nestled along Bank Street. It's where you'll find a mix of media depicting some of Easton's most notable landmarks, like the State Theater. It's all in the details here. You don't want to miss this one. And you can always find a full map of murals on discoverlehighvalley.com to make a full day of exploration. I'm Holly Hare with Discover Lehigh Valley, and that was a peek at the valley.
There's an unspoken appreciation when you see beautiful artwork on display in our cities. Thanks, Holly. Up next, find out how to get your heart pumping with tips from St. Luke's. Stay tuned, you're watching The Peak. Now it's time to strengthen our bodies. John shows us how to add suspension training exercise to our workouts. Check it out.
Hi, I'm John Graham from St. Luke's University Health Network. I'm here at the St. Luke's Fitness and Sports Performance Center at West End to demonstrate suspension training exercises which are beneficial in helping you to develop body weight strength. Our first exercise is a suspension trainer squat. In performing the suspension trainer squat, simply pull the handles taut, start in a standing position, and you're going to squat by pushing your buttocks back and you're flexing at your knees. Come down to the position where your thighs are parallel with the ground before returning back up to the starting position. Our second exercise is a suspension trainer push-up. In performing the suspension trainer push-up, position yourself in a comfortable position, making sure that the handles are next to the side of your shoulders. Drop into a push-up position with slow, controlled movement. Once you get to the bottom of the position where the handle is even with the shoulders, push back up to your original starting position. Our third and final exercise with the suspension trainer is a suspension trainer row. In performing the suspension trainer row, stand away from the suspension trainer, making sure that the handles are taut. Drop yourself down to a position where your arms are fully extended before positioning yourself and pulling back up to the original starting position. Thank you for watching. Be sure to try these exercise tips at home. See you next time on The Peak.
Okay, you've convinced me, John. I'll add these tips to my routine ASAP. Recently, I had the pleasure of sitting down with a strong female leader in our area. Let's listen to her story. Welcome to another episode of Unscripted with Russo. I'm Ashley Russo, and I'm very excited for my guest today, Natasha Ljuljic. She is the HR business partner at Air Products. Natasha, it is so great to have you here.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited for our conversation.
Me too. So tell me about coming from New York and being in Brooklyn and moving to the Lehigh Valley. What was that experience like, and what are some things you love about this area?
I actually moved here right before 9/11. So I've been here for quite some time. At that time, it wasn't nearly as developed as it is now. And so moving from bustling New York City to here, it was like moving to the little house on the prairie.
And we've seen a lot of change in the Lehigh Valley. So as you're raising your girls and things are changing, what are some things you guys love to do, whether it's places to go or things to experience? What do you love in the Valley?
So I have to tell you, I am an avid shopper. For those who don't know, it might be borderline addiction. It's possible, but I will not confirm or deny that. So the promenades is one of my favorite places to go. And honestly, I love going into like Center City, Allentown, and going to some of the little boutiques that are showing up.
What about restaurants? Where do you guys like to go eat? And are there places that is your sort of your go-to, or somewhere that you just tried recently and you were wowed? It's a pretty amazing scene here. I try to explain to people, I can't believe the culinary scene, which I do. I give a lot of credit, I have to say, to Northampton Community College, because they have such an amazing culinary program, both front and back of house, which, I know, but they feed this industry, and it's been able to grow in leaps and bounds around here.
Grill 3501 is like one of my go-to spots when I have folks come in from out of town. Actually, I really love, is it Notch?
It is Notch, over sort of by the Costco. Yeah, okay.
Yep. Notch is awesome. Yeah, I try to hit all of them. There's a new restaurant right next to my office called West Side Grill. That one's fantastic. Working in the corporate space, we go out to eat quite a bit. So I've hit just about all of the restaurants in our area there. And I haven't met one that I haven't loved. So it's been good.
That's great. What about with your kids? What are things that your kids enjoy? And do you guys like any of the festivals? Are they park goers? Do you get outside?
Yeah, so Music Fest is definitely something that we hit annually. The food trucks and kind of all the different bands and things that come out are awesome, and they love that. It's a good thing to get their friends to go to with us as well.
So Natasha, working in HR, recruiting people to come to Air Products, which often might mean moving to the Lehigh Valley, what's your pitch? Share with us your insider scoop pitch of why this is a great area to live, work, and play.
There's so much to explore and to do here. You've got the beautiful natural landscape from the mountains and the changing colors and the four seasons. And I think that's what makes the Lehigh Valley so special.
Thank you so much for being here with us, Natasha Ljuljic. We appreciate you. We appreciate you bringing amazing perspective and people to the Lehigh Valley. Thank you for sticking around and making our community all that much richer. So thanks for being here.
Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate it. It was so fun.
Until next time.
For the full interview, visit youtube.com/thepeaktv. And don't forget to subscribe to Unscripted with Russo on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
There's exciting news for new mothers. St. Luke's is expanding their Mother and Babies Pavilion in Allentown. See how this update will better serve our growing community.
We are super excited about the new Mother-Baby Tower at the Allentown campus. The way that St. Luke's builds its hospitals, the way that we have built the other mother and baby units at St. Luke's has just been beyond expectations.
The expansion of the new labor and delivery unit and the Allentown campus in general will bring brand new services to the community. We're incredibly excited that we will be able to provide increased level of neonatal services with a brand new level 3A neonatal intensive care unit that's going to keep babies in their own community with their mothers, avoid transfers, etc. We are also very excited that this is going to be a very new and beautiful space with the architectural features that our patients have come accustomed to.
It's really nice for those women to have this beautiful space to start that journey in. So we're really excited about being able to serve more women and more families by expanding our tower. And it will allow us to about double the size of our current unit. So currently we can accommodate 1,500 births, and the new unit will be able to accommodate as many as 3,000 births. So lots of new families that are welcomed into the fold and able to start their journey with us.
In the Lehigh Valley, we have been accustomed to top-level medical care, especially routine clinical care and the most common emergencies and complexities that can affect pregnancy. We should be able to offer the same level of care that they would receive at any top-level institution in the country. We'll be improving and expanding our services and our offerings in all medical specialties. We will only see significant expansion. What that means is that for some of the surrounding communities that are closer to Allentown than to our Bethlehem or Anderson campuses, they will be able to receive some of the higher level of care, the more complex interventions, surgeries, medical treatments at the Allentown campus instead of having to travel even further away.
When women have safe access to care and get the best care, that starts a family on a healthier, happier journey. And so it's important to us to make sure that we're hearing our patients and meeting their needs. And that's something that we've always done really well at St. Luke's, making sure that we're not just doing one-size-fits-all medicine, but really listening to what the community needs and listening to what each family needs.
The last 5 to 10 years have been really a roller coaster of emotions. I think we all lived through COVID and what that implied for our patients, their families, their babies. Our team has expanded significantly and we have been able to recruit and retain some of the most talented obstetrician gynecologists in the country. I'm very excited that that team is really doing what we all anticipated them to do, to provide top-notch service to the community, and the community is perceiving that, and that's why year after year we continue to be preferred as the best place to have a baby in the Lehigh Valley.
Joining me today is Dr. Jennifer Janko, Chief of Pediatrics at St. Luke's University Health Network. Dr. Janko, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for the opportunity. I love to talk all things pediatrics.
We know you do, and there are so many exciting things going on. This new mother-baby unit at St. Luke's seems so exciting over in Allentown. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
We've been delivering babies at Allentown for a long time, but more people are choosing St. Luke's to have their babies, and we are going to expand the services that are already there in our Allentown campus. So what that means is more women can come and have their babies, start their families, or continue their families with us. If those babies need intensive care in our neonatal intensive care unit, they will have more of those types of beds available for those babies and be able to take care of sicker babies, babies born smaller and more premature right there in their home location and community.
Which is certainly something that everyone hopes they never have to deal with. But if they do, knowing that you have things like the mother-baby unit with those extended NICU services is so important. What are some of those capabilities that St. Luke's now has for babies who really are in distress or need extra help?
So in our neonatal intensive care unit, babies that are born premature oftentimes need help with their breathing. With our new unit, you could be born 28 weeks or greater and stay there. So the smaller and the younger babies that need more respiratory support. They'd also be able to take advantage of the multiple pediatric specialists that we have. So if your baby needs to be seen by the pediatric lung doctor, or the pediatric heart doctor, a pediatric kidney doctor, all of those doctors are within our network and could come provide consultation in addition to the neonatologists that are there, the baby doctor experts that are there 24/7 right there at that campus. What I want our mothers to know is we got you. We're going to help take care of you and your baby.
That is awesome news, Dr. Janko. And you know, one of the things that happens if you're a first-time mother is that you may have only seen your OBGYN. How does St. Luke's connect those prenatal care that mothers receive to the pediatric care that you will then need with your baby once it's born?
So if for some reason your OBGYN has identified an issue where there is expected to be need for neonatal intensive care unit, expected to be need for the neonatologist to become involved or a specialist, they can actually do those visits ahead of time. So the neonatologist can actually do consultation with a pregnant mother and her partner even before delivery to let them know what to expect and how things will play out. Sometimes things happen unexpectedly. I always say, We think we have plans. The baby's in charge, so the baby's going to decide what happens, and then we really respond to all those things. So once the baby is born, the neonatologist will be there. If your baby's born at 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, on Thanksgiving Day, it doesn't matter. They are there, and they're going to come see you and take care of the baby. And then when the baby's ready for discharge, which for most babies is shortly after birth, a couple of days, then we have wonderful pediatric primary care doctors, not just in the Allentown area, but beyond, so convenient to where you live, to really get that medical home established, to develop that relationship with your the doctor that's going to be your baby's doctor going forward.
You're a pediatrician, you love pediatrics. Tell us why it's so important for parents to have a pediatrician from the start that follows their child from birth all the way through 18 or 21 years old.
So I've been doing this now, 25 years, and I still am amazed every day at the opportunity and the privilege that I have to partner with parents on the most important thing that they will ever do, which is raising their child. Having a partner to kind of help guide a little bit about some of those smaller decisions. How do I potty train my child? What do I do if they have a cold? They don't come with instruction books, but they do come with a pediatrician who can help you. But I will also tell you, sometimes very unexpected things happen and no one plans on that. So you don't want to be developing a relationship right then and there, having that already set in place. Maybe it is a serious infection. Maybe there is a new diagnosis. The person who's been following your child knows your child, has done all the preventative things to prevent what we can, but is also well positioned to help you figure out what to do if something else is going on. You don't need to do that alone.
I love that message, and becoming a partner with your pediatrician. What a great way to look at it. And I have to say, after raising 2 children who are now young adults, your pediatrician really does become your best advocate and a family friend. So thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Janko.
It's my pleasure.
It's so important to have a comfortable, safe space for mothers to bring their bundles of joy into the world. Thanks, St. Luke's, for making this a priority for the Allentown community. I'm Ashley Russo. Thanks for watching. To learn more about anything from today's show, go to our website at thepeaktv.com. And remember, every day is an opportunity to be your best self. This is The Peak. Thank you, St. Luke's, for making this a priority. Blah, blah, blah. Learn more about anything from today's show. You want to do a boomerang like this, Sarah, and me? They're not normal step sizes, like they're very wide.
It's not my fault. I know how to walk.
I do, I swear. These stairs are huge. Portions of this program were paid for by St. Luke's University Health Network. The Peak TV is a production of ASR Media.
Like what you saw? Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss another video.
To see more of the Peak TV, check out our website, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and catch us on WFMZ Channel 69.